All right, welcome back here to Tenacious Sports. I'm Earl, and we're going to get a game back out here on the tabletop that I haven't played on the channel in a while, and that is Second Season. It's a football game based out of Plaay, the Plaay Games stable of games, playclassic.com, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, is where you could pick up Second Season, as well as this set that is called the College Bowl Blitz. It's the 2023 College Bowl Blitz. So each year, Keith at Plaay Games sets up a whole Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale that has a number of different moving parts. Sometimes they release things as the weekend goes on and whatnot. So this was one of the products, was this College Bowl Blitz. Plaay is one of their facets that they have is fictional sports universes, and we've been doing the Tenacious Golf Tour here on Tenacious Sports for 4 years now, something like that. So now for Second Season they sell real NFL seasons that you could replay a team's games or a whole season if you want to. For the college universe, that would be kind of tough, right? There's like 140 some odd, maybe more, teams that get involved in the various bowl championship series, conferences and whatnot. And so to play out all those games, I mean, who knows how long that would take you. So what they've done here is this is kind of a neat little package where you have 8 bowl games, plus you could tack on a championship series at the end, a championship game, based on the two teams you think are two best out of those all. You could take number 1 and number 2 as they rank them, or if you thought one was exceptional based on who they were playing, then you could do that as well. Anyway, this is the Lone Star Financial Astro Bowl, and that's based in Houston, Astrodome, but this is the Pizza Kingdom Stadium. So another thing that Plaay offers, which if you like sort of the ambiance of advertisers and stuff. I mean, you could pick real world advertisers, but they also offer for free a set of logos and basically sponsors that you can use for your games. And that's where this Lone Star Financial came from. This is where Pizza Kingdom is from. So I didn't put the Pizza Kingdom symbol up there, but for the stadium, but you can see Lone Star Financial down in the left-hand corner. Anyway, so who are the teams? This is Texas Houston University, based in Houston. So this is basically a home game for them. Now in the rankings, they are listed on the team sheet as number 4, but there are 2 number 4s. So I made the executive decision to make Texas Houston number 3. So this is going to be number 3 versus number 15, which you might say, well, isn't that kind of weird for having 16 teams? Why would you have 3 versus 15 if it's not like a bracket? Well, if you think to the real world, a lot of times bowls are set up in a way that, like, well, you have maybe the second best or third best Pac-10 team against the second best Big 12 or something like that. So you have to think about it this way. So we're kind of getting a couple teams that are rankings-wise not matched up. We'll see how they match up on the field. And again, these are fictional teams. So Arizona Desert is the Cholos, and the Gulf Hawks are Texas Houston. And like I said, this is basically a home game. Now, the way I do this with the Second Season, some results come up in Second Season with home team. I play them, everybody is the home team, since it's technically a neutral site. And I'm going to do that here as well, even though clearly this would be probably a home crowd potentially from the neutral standpoint. You're going to get some tickets from there. So just due to proximity. But all right, let's get into it here with this College Bowl Blitz. This is the 5th game of the 8. So we'll see how people like this. If you do like it, hit a comment and say you want to see the other games. If not, don't, and maybe I'll just play the championship game. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, here we go with Texas Houston versus Arizona Desert. Sorry, I'm blanking. Okay, so we're going to get started here with the game. We have yet to roll any the kickoff. So let's see. Since Arizona Desert is the away team, if this roll, which we read black first and white second, if it is 36 or less, it'll be Arizona Desert with the coin toss victory, and then otherwise, and it is. So Arizona Desert. So in traditional football strategy, if you will, that means typically that they will defer to the second half. So they will be kicking off. So let's flip this sheet over and get to the Sholo's offense side so we can get the kicker and his information there. So let's see. So the opening kick return is going to be for the Texas Houston defense. So what do we do here with the various ways we play this game? So we roll 2 dice. That is the main play. I use the black and white dice for that. So the Sholos are green. The Gulf Hawks are a blue and red. Let's use the red so it's distinctive. And I have an orange that I use for other situations. I'll tell you, we use this black D20 for finders, and we have a decider die there. So we roll those, and they're nice because they are also kind of Christmassy, right? So those are for the play calling, and I will talk through the play calling as much as anything. I think if you pay attention, you should be able to get to how the play calling works. For Arizona Desert, we are going to go with a balanced. Actually, I think for both teams, we will go with more of a balanced tendency. So when you use the second season solitaire offense, so some projects I have called all of the offensive plays for both teams. In this project, I'm letting the dice decide. And so the green will always represent Arizona Desert. The red will represent Texas Houston. The orange, and then we will use finders. That means that limits aren't and adjustments are not really that necessary if you do that. So because the finders should tune in a pretty good mix of everybody. So it shouldn't allow you to take somebody who's a quad A runner and just run them for 50 times and have it really make a difference on the game. Make it unrealistic. Anyway, what else? The orange die. This is going to be for, I would consider any of the front 7, and we're going to go with any of the backfield for the not the offensive line. So if I roll a 5 or a 6 on the yellow or on the orange die, if we need to do a check, then it's going to be the second player, basically the backup player for any of these guys. Most teams use a rotation, and I'm just simulating that. So that kind of gives you a chance that maybe you'll have a time where, this player here, Lemon Powers for Texas Houston, he's a 1, but really on a pass defense, he's 2-2 in the pass and run ratings. It gives you a chance to possibly need him needing a spell. So we'll go 5 and 6, and the same thing with these guys here. There is a third, but the only thing that I will say is if a position is checked where we're using the finders, and let's say we have TJ Valdez here on this NC list. If he is the NC based on where he's, although it could be NB, right? He's listed in both. In that case, we could use decider die. We'll get to that one. But if he is supposed to be here and we check NC, then we're going to roll that. And if it's 5 or 6, we would check Jack Winetta. Otherwise, it'll be Blake Knight with his typical ratings. So that's what the orange die is for. Just a little different way of playing. So let's get going with this. We're going to have a kickoff, and it will be... Okay, so what am I using here for scorekeeping? I am using one of Al's charts here, which is where you just keep a running total of the stats, or running, you just write them down. There's they're faint, but you can see the lines there. It also keeps time up top, so you just have to be diligent about writing down the time. I've kind of come up with a... I wanted to add an extra column in here because I do track things like first downs, and I know there's a place on this other sheet to track those, but I'm kind of doing that here as well. And then I have this sheet which I've modified that I used for the Tenacious Football League. It's just a scoring summary, and this is sort of like my cover sheet for each game. So that when I total stats, I put it on there. So anyway, I'm willing to give anything that I've created to someone if they want to try them. So, but let's go here with Darwin Chavez is going to be doing the kickoff. Again, we're using D20s for finders, but his kickoff rating is A. We're going to roll and we get a 56. So 56 is 54, and then the A rating. The other thing you can do is you can go in the book. I'm using the quick chart. Maybe I will. I'm going to try and stick with the book here today. So normal kickoffs, A. 56 is going to be a 60-yard kick, so that puts him on the 5. Who is going to return? So that's where we go to the finders up top, right here. Kick return. It's a 17, so 1 through 17 is Morales. So we will get to the Mikey Morales. He has a kick return rating of 26 plus, well, anyway, 26, and then a 21 is rolled. So on the kick return, where are you? Returns. 21 is going to be subtract 7. So it's 26. It's going to be a 19-yard return for Morales. So, let me see. All right, so I'm writing that down there. Okay, so 19 plus 5 because it was a 60-yard kick, so that's going to be 24. So on the 24-yard line, first and 10 for Texas Houston, sorry. So some of these are called, they have Union in the name, so I'm just trying to remember this is Texas Houston, not Texas Union. So Texas Houston. There might be a Texas Union as well. So, no, it's Alabama Union, and what is the other one that we have going there? Michigan Union. There's no Texas Union. Anyway. So what we do now is we got a first and 10 from the 24, and out to be the quarterback here is Hunter McCracken. He's completion percentage A with he can avoid sacks. He throws incompletions. He's not a mobile quarterback, so he can't run. Outside of B, he's got the Y rating of 3 it's a little higher than some. X 4, so he does throw his fair share of touchdowns. And a Q of 11, so a little bit more of a possession kind of offense here. So I roll the decider and all of the play calling ones first. Oh, and we had a return, so we're going to knock 15 seconds off the clock. All right, so we have green is the defense here, so that's going to be a run defense. 5 on the red is going to be a inside run for the offense. Was that 17? I think it was 17, but could have been 12. I think it was 12, actually. I'm sorry. I should have paid attention when I picked it up. No decider die needed here. So 12, we go to the inside. 12 is going to be Edwards. So Edwards is a B-rated inside runner. We will roll the dice. And it's an 11. We go to inside run versus run. And a B runner gains a yard. So that was Jordan Edwards, one run. We're going to run 30 seconds off the clock. And just to show you how this works on the sheet, as far as the clock, you can see I checked off the first box and then took the second and the third, so we're at the 14-15 mark. I preload some of the clear names that are going to be used in the rushing game and the receiving game, as well as the quarterback, just to try and like speed up the process. Okay, so that is going to be a 2nd and 9 from the 25. All right, so the green is the defense. That's a 2, so that's a safe defense. 3 is going to go tendency, so this is where we will re-roll that. And 16 is going to be our D20 number, or finder number. So 3, so we're using a neutral tendency for this team. So we'll re-roll, and it's going to be 4, so this is going to be an outside run. And the outside runner is going to be, who is that? John Nicholas, rated B. Outside run versus safe, you go to that in the book, and then you roll your dice. 56. Go to the first quarter column, F, run 0. So F is Dylan Rose, but we will, and this is not a pass defense, so I'm going to move the 56 so that way I don't mess up if I lose my place. We'll roll this. Is it 5 or 6? It is 6, so we're going to go to Tristan Bolden. So F a run 0. No, he is a run 1. Tristan Bolden so not a run 0. So is NC a run 2? Well, we don't even have to. Let's see. This is a run. But see, so the way I do this with running is this a run situation, right? Well, either way, because this is not a run defense, he is rated 2. So none of these guys are rated 2. So it's going to be a -2. So because none of these guys, whoever would be in there, isn't a good enough run blocker to gain yardage, it's going to be a -1 for John Nicholas. All right, and that will lead us to a 3rd and 10 from the 24 from Texas, Houston. So now we're going to go to probable pass. So the defense is in pass coverage. We go to another tendency roll. And this is going to be 17. So the tendency roll 3 is going to be a short pass. And the target will be Morales, Mikey Morales. So pass on pass. Let's see how this works out. 45, tackle A, Ronnie Arter. And I don't do the platooning with the offensive line. You don't usually see a lot of that happen. Is he a 0 pass? No, he is a 2. So it's a routine completion for half R. So Morales is a 10, so it's going to be a 5-yard gain for Mikey Morales, and that's not going to be enough to convert the first down. What did I say? That was half R, so that's 5. And we check off a completion and an attempt for Hunter McCracken. His first of the game, but that's going to be insufficient to carry on the drive. 4th and 5 from the 29. It's going to lead to a punt. So who's their punter? Alexis Bowen, average of 43, so not the best average. So we will roll, and it'll be 12. Let's see, let's go to the punt chart here. Normal punts, 12. Long punt, go to PL chart. So now we'll re-roll here. 43 is going to be a 53-yard punt down by the punt team player. So 53 for Bowen. Okay, so that will mean we're at the 13-minute mark. This sheet's, so I have there's a different sheet which for what Al does there. It's a little easier to track times. I do like to keep time of possession, but I'll figure out a way here. All right, so we're gonna flip the sheet. And so a 53-yard punt, 29, 39, 49, 41, 31, 21. So that's going to be the 18-yard line. And this is going to be Arizona Desert University, 1st and 10 from their own 18. So just 2 minutes gone so far. Oh boy, I didn't show you. Well, I know, I flipped it over. All right, so let's go to the next next drive here. And it will, oh, I didn't flip it over. All right, so Kyler Hockett is the quarterback. He's pretty good completion percentage, AAA rated. Also a good outside runner, quad A. You have Dakari Gilchrist, who can run up to 20 times, so he's like the feature back, as opposed to Texas Houston that has more of a run by committee. Your main receivers, Joshua Stewart, Anthony Froggy. Froggy will get a lot of the receptions. He has up to 8. But let's go here with first play call. One is going to be pass defense for them, and they're going to, and for Texas Houston, inside run for Desert U, and it's going to be Gilchrist, Dakari Gilchrist, with an inside run against pass. So this is a bad matchup call for Houston. Let's see how it works out. 32, quarterback a run 2. Kyler Hockett is, yes, so this is XR, so this could be a good gain. Probably have to do a secondary check. 11, center run 0. Talmadge McGulger, yes, he is, so that's going to be no gain. So Gilchrist, looked like there was a hole there opening up, but closed down quickly as the center could not maintain his block. That's going to lead to 2nd down and 10. All right, 2nd and 10. Okay, we got a tendency roll, another pass defense. So we'll roll the tendency roll. Again, we're going to go neutral for them. This is going to be a long pass. Oh boy, so they had a good matchup there on 1st down. 2nd down, this is passing on pass, long pass on pass defense. And it's going to be to TJ Valdez, which we're assuming for this case he's going to be NB. So let's see how it works out here. 64. So this is going to be unusual result. Anytime the dice add to 10. 16. That's going to be, they go up for a pass. A lot of contact. The flag comes down, 28-yard defensive pass interference. Of course, we're playing college here. So the pass interference does not end up being that severe. It will be a 1st down via the penalty for Arizona Desert, a first down game, but it's going to be defensive PI, 15-yard penalty. So this can bring up to 33, 1st and 10. And we will keep on going here. Another pass defense and another tendency. Wow, we're getting those 1s and 3s here. And a 17. What do we have? We got a 1. Another long pass attempt. Oh boy, they're trying the same situation here. All right, but this is also going to be to Valdez trying to hit this long pass. 42. Center a 0 pass. No, he is a 2 pass. So we go to XL column, but there's also going to be a penalty flag that shows up here. So let's go to XL first. You get 42. Is center 0? No. So it would be a 27-yard game, but let's check the penalty. 63. That's multiple penalties. So we'll roll twice here again. 56. Offensive hold. 61. Defensive hold. Those are going to offset, and so we will replay the down. We're going to take 15 seconds off the play. And we will replay 1st and 10. So the penalty's offset. All right, so this time a safe defense. Or no, this is going to be an outside run against a safe defense. Yeah, I was right. I just pulled the dice out incorrectly. Outside run, safe defense. And the outside run will be to Dakari Gilchrist, the feature back. B rated, 53. Is I a run 0? We go to I. He is not a run 0, although is... Let's see. So it will be Hiratutu, but they're on their side of the 50. So not a run 0. Is EA a run 2? Neither of them are, so it'll be a loss of a yard for Gilchrist. So at least 2nd and 11. $32. Okay, so Blitz defense against a medium pass. So risk reward here on the defensive side, going with the Blitz, and they're going to target Joshua Stewart, the wide out. 34 is center 2 pass. It's going to be completed to Stewart for 12 yards and a 1st down. First completion for Kyler Hockett. Passing 1st down. Okay. All right, so it's 1st and 10. We're down to the 10:30 mark here, as this Arizona Desert Drive has worked pretty well so far. And I'm going to stop rolling the decider die until I need to, and this will probably be the time I need to do it. Nope, it'll be an outside run versus a pass defense. 17 is going to be Artopius, maybe his name. Outside run versus a pass defense. So Artopius is rated a D outside runner, so not his forte. Let's see, but it won't go off of his outside run rating. It'll be check if SB. So SB would be Ben Drake, unless this comes up 5 or 6. It won't. Drake is a 1. Let's see. 35. Oh, and you can't see that. Let me push that up a little bit and put that there. 35. Is SB a run 2? No, he's a run 1. So it's a 1-yard loss for Artopius. So that'll be 2nd and 11. 43. All right, so this is going to be an audible. So that goes off a different list, and this will be 18 here. So the audible against a Blitz defense is going to be another outside run. This is going to be Tommy Alfaro, who is a C-rated outside runner. So trying to run the sweep. 66. K a run 0. K is Desmond Van Very. It's actually going to be a Giratutu, but he's still a 1 on this side of the 50, so not a run 0. Any run 2 on EA or EC? No, none of those are run 2, so negative 5 yards for Alfaro. So not a very productive end of the drive here. They're going to need 16 yards from the 37-yard line. So passing down, 6 on that. We're going to go 4 and 4. So 4 It's going to be pass, defense. 4 on that is going to be a medium pass. So medium pass versus pass. Target's going to be Ben Drake. And it's 31. Or either tackle A. That's 2 or no 2 isn't center. 0 pass. Talmadge, no. Quarterback runs. Go to page 12 and re-roll. Okay. So we're going to go with Kyler Hockett. I almost said Tyler Lockett. Kyler Hockett, outside run. He's a quad A, and he's 11 quad A XR column. He could pick this up. And he has a die added to all outside runs. So 32, H a run 2. Dom Nettles or Jake Medford, neither of those are. So it's a 9-yard gain, but we're gonna, if we roll, he can't pick it up here. So it's 9, but we add an extra die worth 3. That's a 12-yard gain for Kyler Hockett down the ground. Not going to be enough, but it's going to put them back into where they could coffin corner it. So that's going to be a 4th. And 4. Well, they could also go for it here. Let's see. So 12 yards. So 49-yard line. It's early in the game. They could start playing the field position battle here if they just punt it. Could also make it. But now they're going to go a little bit conservative here early in the game, so it's going to be a Rory Lopez punt on 4th down, 36. That is going to be an average punt, so he's a 46 average. So punt Lopez 46, no return, I believe, right? Let's see, 36 on the roll, fair caught. All right. And that brings us to 8:45 the first quarter. Texas Houston taking over. 1st and 10 from, let's see, so, oh wait, I looked off the wrong chart. Let's do this again. Let's we'll still use 36. Let's see, coffin C or better. He is a coffin C. Down at the 6-yard line. So this is going to be a little different. So it's going to be, they're going to start from their 6. But instead of a 46-yard punt, let's see, the 6, that's 45 yards. And it's downed. So, all right, 1st and 10 from their own 6. So it backed up the Gulf Hawks. Going to have a long field to go, 94 yards to pay dirt, but they'll just be happy probably getting a couple first downs if they can. So let's see what happens here. All right, Texas Houston offense out on the field, McCracken ready to go. They're guessing run on the defense, and it's going to be a medium pass. That was a 3, so the 3 on the medium pass is going to be Antonio Flagg. And against a run defense, this should have a good chance of working. But it's a 46. That's an unusual result. 65, 14 yards, a hard hit, and a penalty. So it's be a 14-yard completion if he can hold on to the ball. We're going to go to the hard hit chart. 66, ball carrier or receiver recovers his own fumble and is injured, go to injury chart. So there's a lot to that. So this is a 14-yard completion to Antonio Flagg. 1st down. Oh, but wait. Maybe I shouldn't have written all this down yet. There's a penalty call. Let's see what the penalty is first. 31, offense 5 yards, 3D. Is that ineligible downfield? I think it is. Yeah. All right. So that's going to negate this. And not only that, Flagg has a possibility of being injured. So you have to remember all of the aspects of the play before you start writing stuff down here. we do keep that. Oh, there. It only went 15 seconds. All right, and so now the on this chart here, home offensive ineligible, 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15. Actually, it's not going to be 5 yards either. It's going to be 3. It's half the distance from their own 3. So safety is a possibility here. And now the injury chart, and I have been honoring injuries, so let's see what happens here. This putting out the rest of the game. So flag is out. We just had 3 60s, high 60s rolls in a row. So flag, we're going to mark that off. So it's going to be Mikey Morales. Boy, and that so what we're going to do is we're just going to use Morales as the EA, and we will give him, I'm going to give Morales 1 to 4. Curry 5 to 10. Let's see, 13 to 15, 16 for Terry, 17 for Edwards, and then just skip. There we go. All right, so that's how we'll do it. Always fun when you start doing the injury charts in these types of games. All right, so 11. So then it's going to be a medium pass again with a blitz this time. So 11 is going to be Kopets, the opposite side wide receiver. Let's see how it goes. 24. F or H, a 2 pass. F is, let's see, Dylan Rose. So there's no 2s there. H, Rocco Baird is a 2. Oh boy, this is a sack if he is on the field. This is a safety. Let's see. It's a 4. So he is on the field. This is going to be a loss and a safety. So a sack of McCracken and a safety, and it's going to be a 2-0 lead early for Arizona Desert. So that's a -3 sack. And that is a safety. So safety. And who gets the safety? Who gets the sack? 5 is going to be Baird. So Rocco Baird, the guy who had that. So that's going to be a 2-0 lead for Arizona Desert here with. What do we have here? 8-15. Actually, we'll roll this. 8. Yep, 15. Well, I will say there are times I feel like there can be too many safeties generated in this game, and I've come up with ways, but I don't really want to go back and look and see how I had taken care of all of the safety stuff. To try, like the medium pass against the Blitz is probably not the best choice, and so I'm using this automated system, so you just got to go with what you got. But anyway, it's a opening safety. Arizona Desert will get the ball back. We use the punt long chart from the, I believe it's from the 20-yard line. So let's go ahead, and 51 is going to be a 57-yard kick. So from the 20, 50, 40, 30, 29. So it's going to be, we're going to use a punt. We're going to use a kickoff return. Wait, let's see. we'll just go ahead and use the punt return so it's not quite as stark. So 19 is going to be Tyler Karn. And the punt return will be 25. Oh, sorry about that. I'm going to take my hat off here so I'm not bumping the thing anymore. 25 is going to be 5 yards taken away, so it's going to be a 1 yard return. Okay. All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. So Arizona Desert plays field position and wins out in that regard. So all right. Here, let's just roll all of these from now on. It's easier this way. So 6. So flip the chart. 6. So it's going to be a pass defense, and we need to roll. So our first check will be the first guy, but we need to go tendency, which is neutral. 4 is going to be an outside run against a pass defense. So it'll be Gilchrist, rated B, and he's 56 here. Home team on. So we always assume that the team is home. Picks up first down by a yard, so that's going to be an 11-yard run for Gilchrist. Up to the 41-yard line, 1st and 10. That is a rushing first down. So player 8. So it'll be another tendency. It's going to be a running. Or wait, that's the wrong. So this will be a second choice guy. It's a pass defense again. Another tendency roll. 5 is going to be an inside run for Gilchrist against pass. 54. A run 2. So I is going to be the second choice. It's a pass defense. Moxley would normally be in for a pass, but it says going to be Ajira Tutu. So he is not a run 2. So it's going to be a 7-yard gain and an injury. So I'm going to stop the clock for the injury. Let's see how this works out. Who is injured? Guard B injured on the play. Roll again. 65. He'll be out for the game, so we're going to have to remove Orion Donaldson from Arizona Desert. Male Sala Ayo is going to be the backup right guard now. Well, now he's going to be the right guard that's going in there, and so let's see. So it'll be 2nd and 3 from the 48 for Arizona Desert. Another tendency roll against a pass defense. 2, so it will be the... All right. So what do we have here? 2. So it is going to be a medium pass. So Mahi is, okay, backup end, so we can use him. Medium pass against a pass defense. So Hockett's going to go back to pass. 66. Home team on offense. Yes, this is going to be Q plus. We'll roll this guy. Q plus 2. Hockett is at 12, so it's a 14-yard gain for Travis Mahi. And a first down for for the solos. First and 10, so 14 is going to be 38-yard line of Texas Houston. So the underdog here is showing pretty well so far. Going to go with a run defense. Green is 2. That's going to be it's going to be a screen pass saying no, and it's going to be first choice of whoever's checked. Screen pass against run. That pass will go to Joshua Stewart. 16. Kyler Hockett's at 3A, so it's going to be a completion, and we'll roll the orange die. 3-yard gain. 3 for 3 so far for Hockett. So 2nd and 7 from the 35. Got an 11. Blitz against outside run, and it will be backups, whoever's checked. Outside run versus blitz. The outside runner will be Gilchrist. Not the best outside runner, but 11 with a B. It's going to be a 10-yard gain, and that will be a first down. So beats the blitz with the outside run. It's a rushing first down. 1st and 10 from the 25 of Texas. So on the move, looking to extend their 2-0 lead. Arizona Desert on the hunt right now, and it's going to be another tendency against a run. The first choice. All right, so 6 is going to be an inside run against run, so this is not the best time matchup. Let's see, and it's going to be 18 inside run. Gebbia. Gebbia is a C. 26. F for J, run 0. Again, first choice F. Not a run 0. J, Lemon. Neither of those are run 0, so no. Surges forward for a yard. So 1 yard for Gebbia. 2nd and 9 from the 24. Okay, 12. So it's going to be backup. Blitz against medium pass. So we remember this is how the safety came, was the other way around, right? Arizona Desert on the blitz near the end zone. So it's going to be to Blake Knight, the tight end, medium pass attempt against the blitz. Will it work? And it's a 12. That's a great roll. Like triple A is going to be Q plus a decider die, or not decider die, the D6. So Q is 12 plus 4 is 16 yards to Blake Knight, and a first down, 4 for 4 so far for Kyler Hockett. They're getting closer and closer to the end zone. That was, what did I say? 16 yards. So that's going to be down to the 8. 1st and goal for the Jolos. What are we here on the time? 1, 2, 3, 4:45 left in the first. This is a 4-minute drive, I believe, so far. Let me see. Started at 8:15, so we're getting to 4 minutes. So it'll be outside run against run. It's going to be Gebbia again. Not the greatest choice for that, but we go with what the decider or the finders choose. 62 F, a run 0, and first choice is Graham O'Hare. He is not a run 0, so it's going to be a 1-yard loss and another injury. So let's go to the injury chart. We keep knocking players off the field here with injury rolls. 44, tackle B, the right side might be out here. Let's see. 16, shakes it off and stays in the game. So no loss there for Suava Taimani. I'm going to put this over here. It'll be easier for me to get to. Okay. That's second and goal from the 9 as Gebbia loses a yard. It's going to be, we can't have a medium pass, so we'll make that short. First choice. And so what we would do is, so 2 is short or screen. Instead, that'll be screen. 2 will be screen. 1 will be short. Short pass to Gilchrist against a run defense. 13 is going to be half Q out of bounds. So we are going to run 30 seconds at this point, as but half Q is going to be 6 yards for Gilchrist. The running back. That takes him down to the 3. It's going to be third and goal. 4 minutes on the clock. We're still going to go with normal play calling setup here. And so it's going to be the blitz with starters, and then it's going to be an audible inside run. This will be Gilchrist with his AA rating, inside run against a blitz. Can they make it in the end zone? Are they going to have to settle for a field goal, or will they go for it? 42. SB, a run 0. It's going to be the starter, Drake. No, not a run 0. XR, a chance to go in. Can the block be made or the tackle be made? 54. B, a run 2. Isaac Wheat, is it the... Well, no, we're always with the defensive backs. He is the starter. Yes, a run 2. Gap plugged. We roll this. If it is 3 or more, it is a score. It is 3. It is in. Dakari Gilchrist pounds through the tackle by Isaac Wheat. Really good in filling that hole. Unfortunately, the touchdown is scored for Desert, and they get the early 8-0 lead with the extra point pending. Let's go ahead and kick that. Chavez, this would make it 9-0. Extra point A. 46, of course. We have an unusual result. Gets kind of tricky, I feel like, with the place kicks, because it's like a 32-yard kick nowadays or something to that effect. Place kicks, 45 is good, but it's a penalty, so let's see what the penalty is on the kick play. 53, 4D. Defense, so they'll defense, what was that? 53 4D, unintentional. Yeah, that's not called in this era. That's an unintentional face mask. So that's a penalty. That's a good kick. So that'll make it 9-0 here. Still in the first quarter. We've got about 3 and 45 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. So an early advertisement for field position football. And anymore in today's game, you tend to feel like the punt, when in close to midfield, isn't the wise choice. But in this case, Arizona put Texas Houston deep. They lost yardage, ended up getting sacked for a safety. Then the ensuing free kick from the 20 left Arizona in a place where they were able to march down the field 70 yards and get a touchdown on a 3-yard Gilchrist camper. So 9-0 is the score. We're going to kick off here with Chavez. He is an A-rated kick-off guy. And we go 66 plus the 6 is going to be 72. Texas Houston will take the touchback. Okay, so from the 25-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10. There is 3:53 left in the first quarter. We need to flip this guy over here, like so. Okay, so this is going to be a backup to whoever's check 10. And medium pass against Blitz. Let's see if they fare better this time. 10 is going to be Curry. Mason Curry, the tight end. So medium pass against Blitz. Hunter McCracken. Back to pass. He is an A, and that's going to be Q plus on the 11. So Q plus. 5 yards to Curry. That'll be a first down. Q is 11 and 5 at 16 yards. So 1st and 10 from the 41 now. So it's going to be starters. 2 is going to be safe defense against an outside run. Outside run to Nicholas. John Nicholas at B. Outside run against safe. 63. E, run 2. It's the starter. E, Blackman is a run 2 on this side of the field. 2-yard loss. Oh, and I forgot to mark off time on the previous play, so let's make sure we do that. So that'll be 2nd and 12 from the 39. It's going to be starters again, 4. And then it's going to be outside run against safe again. This time it's going to be Jordan Edwards. He's an A outside runner, so at least a little bit better. 42. Center run 0. Ryan Williams is not. So it's going to be XR, so a chance maybe to pick up some of these yards that they lost on first down. 36. F a run 2. Let's roll this again. F is not going to be a run 2. 9-yard gain for Edwards. Let's make it 3rd and 3 from the 48. Just their side of the midfield stripe. Still sticking to base offensive calls, thus base defensive calls. It's going to be a tendency roll against the run. They're thinking run. Tendency is going to be inside run, so it's a good guess. And it's going to be Nicholas. Again, B, inside run against run. The play calling hasn't been so good of late. Let's see if they can pick this up. 53. G is Shockley. Daniel Shockley. Is he a run 0? No. It's going to be a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. And a decision to make here. 4th and 4 from the 47. And they are going to go ahead with attempting the punt here. It's going to be Alexis Bowen and he's going to try to pin him deep. Coffin corner, 65. Uh-oh. Punt block potential here. We got to go to the punt block chart, and let's see. What is his block rating? A. So probably not going to happen here. 43. It is A, so it's a 33-yard punt. That's a terrible punt. Out of bounds. Not what they were looking for. So let's see. 47 to 43 to 33 to 23 to the 20-yard line. So barely inside the 20. 1st and 10 for Arizona Desert University. And Texas Houston has really kind of gotten the bad rolls here so far. 150 left in the first quarter. And Arizona Desert takes over. The Sholos. Reasonable field position starting out a drive as we're heading towards the end of the quarter here. Of course, Texas Houston without Antonio Flagg. He went down with an injury earlier in the quarter. Backups, and it's going to be a run defense against a medium pass. Medium pass looking for Frogie. Maybe it's Frogie. I don't know. Call him Frogie. Medium against run. Hockett has been solid so far. 51 is C, a 2 pass. It's the first choice. He is not a 2 pass. In close and late he would be, but in this case it's XM. 23 is Hockett greater than 7 on the X. No, just barely. He is so close to having this be a go. Instead it's a 25-yard catch for Frogie. And a first down. 6 for 6 start. For Kyler Hockett. First and 10. What did we say that was? That was a 25-yard gain. The 45-yard line. Almost to midfield. Man, this team feels like they should be better than 15th rated, but again, the dice are kind of what's making the calls here. And this is going to be audible on the run, and it's going to be a medium pass again. This time we'll go with Jack Winetta. Medium pass against a run defense. 35. Quarterback, 0 pass. Kyler Hockett is not. Complete for R minus a die's worth. R minus 1. It's going to be 7 for Jack Winetta. 2nd and 3 from the Texas 48. All right, 30 seconds left. We're on the last play of the quarter, most likely, unless it's an incompletion. He's got starters, safe against a screen pass. Screen pass to Frogie. 43, center 2 pass. He is. That'll be XS. Good chance of picking up the first down here. 46, D, a 2 pass. On the Texas side of the 50, Octavian Ellis is so he's a 2 minus. That makes him a 1, so he's not. It's going to be an 8-yard gain for Frogie. That'll be a first down, and it's going to end the first quarter. So the score after 1, Arizona Desert 9, Texas Houston 0. 1st and 10 coming up on the 36, the 40-yard line of Texas Houston. All right, so we're back here for the second quarter as we're going to keep it going here. Already with 90-plus yards passing, Kyler Hockett really showing the national viewing audience, his potential here as a quarterback, just a junior right now, and he is really commanding this offense. As we start the second quarter, it's going to be backups, and it's going to be a run defense with a screen pass, this time to Artopoius, maybe that's how you say it, against run. And here we go with the 13, so that's going to be with a AAA completion. We roll the 2 dice again to get the yardage. It's going to be a 7-yard gain for Artopoius. Seven-yard gain, 8 for 8. Hockett is red hot. Second and 2. No, second and 3, excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong number there. Second and 3 from the 33 of Texas as they are marching down the field again. On the move. Pass defense, and this time an inside run. So they're missing the calls here. Inside run against a pass. It's going to be Dakari Gilchrist who scored the touchdown. And 11 on a double A is going to be a 2-yard gain. So not enough for the first down, but it'll be 3rd and 1. So what do we got here? We're still sticking with the base. We only do 4th and 1. We go to heavy run. So it's going to be a medium pass. They're going to try and catch Houston in a pass or a run type situation here, but instead they're playing safe. So this should at least give them a fair shot at maybe stopping this. We're going to target Joshua Stewart, the left split end, 33, second quarter. We move to that number now. End A is 0 pass. Stewart, we use Stewart this time because he is the we don't have to check this, but he'd be there anyway. So end A is he is 0 pass. He is a 2 move to 1 because they're on the defensive side of the 50-yard line, but still not a 0 pass. So it's going to be R plus. So it's going to be 12, and he's going to extend it down. 17-yard gain for Stewart, and the 3rd catch for him. A first down, 10 for 10. A hot start for Arizona Desert. And that should put Hockett over the 100-yard passing so far. 1st and 10. 3rd down conversion there. And that's going to take them down to the 14-yard line of Texas. Houston is the home the crowd. This is basically a home crowd for them. They are in shock being ranked 3 and feeling this far behind already is not what they're accustomed to. So they're going to have some work to do to get this thing back. As when you're 9-2, you haven't had too many cases where you were behind. Now we're going to roll on the tendency, and it's going to be a 3, so it's a short pass against a run defense. Targeting Stewart again. 15. AAA, that's a single worth of gain. It's going to be a 1-yard gain for Stewart. Keeps Hockett's perfect day going. 2nd and 9 from the 13. Trying to remember where the quarter ended there. I was just double checking my timing, but I think we're okay for now. All right. Let's see what do we got here. Run, another If we have to check a position, it's going to be a backup. So the tendency is, again, short pass against a run. And again, it'll be Stewart. 41 this time. End A is 0 pass. And it's going to be Mahi, and he is not, so it's an XS column. Let's roll again. 23, tackle A. Not a 0 pass. Podu is not. 11-yard gain for Stewart, and a first down as he makes a beautiful catch. Crossing the middle. First and goal. That is an 11-yard catch all the way down to the 2-yard line. And already looking to make it a 2-score game here. So this is going to be normal, again, normal offense. We don't do that until around 4th down. Maybe on the 1-yard line we would. So it's going to be an outside run against a run defense. And it's going to be Gilchrist. So how is this going to work out here? 23. He is outside a B runner. 2-yard loss. So knocked backwards to the 4. 2nd and goal. Texas Houston defense comes up big there on the first play of this goal line stand. It's going to be an audible. They're playing safe defense. The audible is going to be an inside run. And this will be to Gilchrist as well. Inside run, safe defense. 34 SB, a run 0. It's the starter, Ben Drake. He is not a run 0. It's a 4-yard gain. He pounds through. Just is it over? Yes. Up go the arms. A second touchdown for Dakari Gilchrist, as the Arizona Desert Zolos extend their lead to 15-0 pending the extra point. And they feel it's too early to be playing games with 2-point conversions. They're going to take the extra point, try, and they are going to convert it. So, and let's see, what do we have here with, let's see. So 11:48 remaining. I'm going to write this down here. 11:48 remaining in the first half. Arizona Desert in firm control here with a 16-0 lead on a safety and a couple of strong runs from Dakari Gilchrist, their feature back. And we'll be right back after I do a little bit of tidying up of the numbers here. All right, we're ready for a kickoff here. So kickoff by Chavez, that was 14 there. So 14 and an A. That's going to be a touchback. And Texas Houston now, they've got to come up with an answer soon. They can't sit here and just flounder for too much longer, or else Arizona Desert's going to run away with it. So it's going to be Hunter McCracken, the one that's got to start getting the job done. Maybe the coaches have to call a better game too. So it's going to be a short pass to Julian Eguacan. Short pass against a safe defense. 43, guard B is 0 pass. Guard B is Rocco Pringle, and he is not. So it's going to be a Q. It's an 11-yard gain for Eguacan. And that's a first down. Much needed. For the Gulf Hawks. Hawks. Excuse me. So it's from the 25-yard line. Now it's going to be moved up to the 36. So 1st and 10 from the 36 is the Gulf Hawks just have to put some points on the board here, and that's a good start to the drive. All right, so that's going to be a medium pass. They're going to blitz him. Starters on the check. Medium pass against a blitz. Last time this happened for Texas, it ended in a safety. This won't this time, but let's see. H or J on the 24. 2 pass. H. Rocco Baird is a 2 pass. Yes. That's going to be an 11-yard sack. Oh, it's just so disheartening when you start a drive and it all goes to pieces. Is Baird to get the sack? No, it's going to be Nathan Muhammad, the interior lineman there. So it's going to lead to a 2nd and 21. Man, on the team sheet, Texas Houston's defense was lauded, but man, it's been the Arizona Desert defense that's really come through with the big stops here so far. 2nd and 21. So it's going to be it's going to be a pass defense, and it's going to be a tendency check. We're going to go with pass. So screen to 11 is going to be Kopets. I'm not going to do probable pass, but I am going to go pass heavy now for Texas Houston whenever we have a tendency check. So screen against pass actually is what it is. So 56K 2 pass. Cameron Robbins, the starter, is not, so it's going to be driven out of bounds after a gain of 2 to Kopets. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 19 from the 27. Now they've got a pass tendency situation. What's going to give here? Pass on pass. So it's going to be a long pass versus a pass defense. The danger flags are waving. But it's going to be a beautiful play here. It's going to be a 2Q, which is going to be a 22-yard gain and a completion to Jake Hamsley. He comes down with it. And that is a first down. So 22 yards on the grab, 5 for 5 from a crack, and finally starting to make some gains here, and that's a huge conversion. That's going to take a little bit out of the Arizona defense. You don't give up a 19-yard. You shouldn't give up 19 yards on 3rd down, and there they do. Up to the 49-yard line. They've played so well so far, and that could put a charge into. I don't think I marked off the time there. All right. So that's going to be an audible, safe defense for the Desert. Audible, long pass against safe. And this is going to be it can't be flagged because he's out. So we're going to split his up between. We're going to use Morales, right? go ahead and plug him in. So it's going to be Morales on the long pass. 43. SB. Is he a 0 pass? We're going to go with Hamsley because it's the backup. Incomplete, overthrown. Second and 10 from the 49. Two with that is going to be a short pass, a run defense. Aguacon will be the target here. Unusual result. 46, incomplete, and an intentional grounding. Loss of 4 yards. That hurts. Third penalty. And a loss of down. Oh crap, I checked off the wrong guy there on that incompletion. Oops. Alright. 3rd and 14 from the 45. They've overcome one already. Can they do again? Probable pass. It's going to be a pass. Oh, that's a 1. Pass defense and a medium pass to Aguacon. Can they get it done here? Another unusual result. 32, 16 yards, but a penalty. 24, offense. That's a false start. 4th penalty. They're just going to make it 3rd and 19. Still the passing situation. Pass defense, medium pass. Again to Aguacon. 46, another unusual result. 65, this is a hard hit with and also a penalty. The hard hit is, the result of that is 34, designated receiver 0. He is not, so it's complete, but there is a penalty. 26, that's going to be offsides on the offense. And it is a meltdown here. That doesn't stop the clock. That's not a dead ball. Offensive offsides. 5 again. 3rd and 24. Texas Houston is not playing well right now. They seem like they might have maybe the home cooking was a little too close to the bar in this one. Let's see. As they just have come out dead. It's going to be a blitz against a short pass. Hamsley. Can they take advantage of this blitz? 51. D2 pass. Carlton King is not. XS column, a chance maybe to pick this up. Let's see. 15. Guard B, a 0 pass. No, it's going to be a 9-yard gain. That's not even close. Who is this to? This was to Hamsley. 9 yards. Doesn't even get them into a position where 4th and 15 where they can even think about going for it. They're just going to have to punt. So there's going to be another punt here for Bowen. Unusual result. Where's the unusual result chart? There we are. All right, so punts, unusual results. Fumble, recovered, and 9-yard loss, and there's gonna, so A or D. So let's see. A or D. It's gonna be A. A is Karn. So minus 10. So that takes it back to the 34. All right, so then we got to go to page 66, which is the long return, long fumble return. Let's see, let's roll here. What's going to happen? 54. 40, this is a touchdown. Diving tackle, 42 plus yards. They've returned it for a touchdown. What a killer. Oh, man. They were just going to punt it, and now it's touchdown, Arizona Desert. Tyler Karn picks up the fumbled snap by the punter, and he takes it to the house. Now 22-0. This is becoming a lopsided contest. No way we would have figured this out or expected this. All right, well, I just had to do all my... So they scored with 7:59 left in the first half here. So the extra point is good. And so... Wait, let's double check that. 52, yeah, D or better, yes, for sure. Chavez kick. $23-0. That's what happens when you come out flat and you get a team like Arizona Desert's got something to prove. And, oh, Nelly, it's... not looking good. So, yeah, the game has gotten quite out of hand here. It's, I'm going to keep playing through it here. We'll get to halftime, and then we'll see if I just kind of like play out the rest offline or if I keep going here. But we're going to do kickoff. I need to flip the sheet because it's Arizona Desert kicking off after the fumble return for the touchdown. Quite the loaded contest here as far as that goes. Been lopsided. 45, 59, and he's an A, so that's going to be added 6 to 59, 65. It's going to be right on the goal line. And the Gulf Hawks will take the touchback. Actually, if I do have a comment about this game, the interesting thing is, like, sometimes you think games, you know, I don't know. It's weird when you get a game where it's the underdog who gets pretty much every break. So sometimes it's just the breaks happen, right? Sometimes breaks go against you, and that's what's happened here for Texas Houston. And the Gulf Hawks are going to try and find their way back into this game, but it's not going to be easy. And when we get to the second half, we will switch to probably pass heavy, but for now we're going to be going with the base attack just because. So this is going to be an audible, an outside run. This is going to be for Frank Traore. This will be the first rush for Traore all game. And it is an outside run against a safe defense. So 43 is end A run 0. Well, it's going to be Morales, and yes, he is. So it's a 2-yard loss. So there is one example for sure where that does not help anything. I've got to figure this out. I keep trying to adjust my setup here to try and find the best way to do everything, and it's not the easiest. So 2nd and 12 from the 23. Okay, so 6. So it's going to be a run defense against a short pass. Short pass will go to Curry. Mason Curry, the tight end. And it will be complete 1 yard short of the first down. So for Curry, that will be an 11-yard gain. 3rd and 1 from the 34. Can they pick up the first down? It's going to be an audible, safe defense. Three is going to be so a short pass against safe defense, and it's going to be targeted to Aguakun. 36. Guard A, 2 pass, no. Pressure from it's going to be an incompletion, and the drive will stall. 4th and 1 from their own 34. Boy, is this the time to get aggressive. I don't think you're behind enough to do that yet. You're going to have to punt, although the last punt just had a problem. But let's go ahead with the punt. Well, this is a punt block chance. So we'll go to the punt block chart. "19-yard punt off the side of the foot, but not blocked." Everything is going wrong. Bowen, even the punter has. And that's going to be out of bounds. So, even the punter has come in looking like trash. 6:30. And that'll be a 1st and 10 for Arizona Desert. Let's see. So 19 yards, 47-yard line of Arizona. So they're really close to crossing the midfield stripe. So this game is looking pretty ugly from the Gulf Hawk point of view. 1st and 10. They could start getting conservative. That's a run, and that's an inside run. Well, they're not going to be intentionally conservative, but they will go running here. Maybe if I just swap this over here, I'll just have to. So it's Gilchrist on the inside run. A defensive stop here would be a start. 51. D, a run 0. It is the starter. Yeah, he's a run 2. So not a run 0. Gain of if the end a no. There's no end, so no gain for Gilchrist. 2nd and 10. All right. Blitz, medium pass. The first check will be a backup. Medium pass is to Ben Drake. Risky play here, feast or famine. What's going to happen? 24. H or J, 2 pass. H is going to be Jake Medford. He's not a 2 pass. J, Lemon Powers. is not a 2 pass, right? In pass defense, it's not pass defense, it's blitz. So no. Quarterback runs. Go to page 18. So Kyler Hockett will be on the move here. .32 guard B, Masala Ayo. Does he run 0? Yes. Runner out of bounds after 2 yards, but we add to the gain. That'll be a 4-yard gain for Hockett. It's out of bounds, but we're not within the 2-minute mark of the first half, so the clock goes right on. Third. And what do we have? A 4-yard gain. That's 6. 3rd and 6 from the 49 of Texas. We're going to say not pass heavy here. So blitz against a short pass to Joshua Stewart. Short pass versus blitz. They line up the snap, and it's going to be an unusual result. 63, 5 yards hard hit. We go to the hard hit. 31, designated receiver 0, Stewart. He is not. So it is a 5-yard gain, but that's going to be short of the first down as he gets clocked. Needed 6, got 5. It's going to be 4th and 1. And I think on this side of the 50, they are going to go. This is going to be a run-heavy situation. They're going to try and maintain possession. We're at the 5-minute mark here. Let's see. We've got a blitz. And we've got on the run heavy tendency roll. Neutral, so inside run. Now this would be a place where we could use Hockett on the sneak, but we will instead, it's going to be Gilchrist on an inside run against blitz, and this is going to be good. 14, he is double A. It's going to be a 6-yard gain. He busts through, and it's a first down. And that is a 4th down conversion for Arizona Desert. Again, all is going well for them. 1st and 10 from the 38 of Texas Houston. Pass defense, outside run. Gilchrist getting a lot of work here. Outside run. He's probably going to get more. As they're way ahead, there's no reason why they wouldn't want to ride him a bit. 62. C, a run 2. It's Marchese. He is not. So it's a 13-yard gain. And that's another first down. That's down to the 25-yard line. In field goal range, they could just tack on another field goal here. Let's see. Oh, I didn't roll this guy. All right, so it's an outside run. Pass defense. This is going to be Kyler Hockett, I think, running. So because the 2 runs for Hockett were scrambles, they don't count against his outside running. So outside run against the pass for Hockett. He is quad A. 66. K run 2. No, he's not. Anybody run 2 EC? No. Well, 1 die worth of roll, but we're going to roll 2. So we'll roll both of these guys. Because, okay, it's a 10-yard gain. That's going to be a first down. So from the 15, 1st and 10, 2:30 mark. I think I was running behind a little bit on the clock here, so I think I've caught it back up most likely. Doing the best I can. Sometimes it's easy to miss time ticks. Another outside run, and this time against a blitz. Gilchrist. .21 Gilchrist, outside run B, no gain. No 2-minute warning in college sports, so we just keep on rolling here. Safe. Inside run. Gonna be Gilchrist. Man, he's getting ridden. Inside run against safe. .26. A or I run 0. A, Tyree Ford, no. And I is Maurice Christian, no. 2 tough yards, but there's a penalty. 63. Defense 5 yards. That's going to be a first down. They're going to put the 2 yards down there for Gilchrist. Going to stop the clock, but there's going to be a penalty, defensive hold, and that's going to be the automatic first down. First and goal. Let's see. So they get 2 yards on the run, and then that takes the 13, and then 5. So that's going to be to the 8. First and goal on the 8. $1:50 left. And at least to start here, Arizona Desert is going, well, you know what? We could use timeouts for Texas Houston to try to get the ball back, I guess. So that's a tendency check. Safe. 4 on the tendency is an outside run. Gilchrist again. Safe. 14, he is a B. It's going to be 2 yards. And there is timeout 1. Taken by Houston. .140, so it'll be second and goal from 6. Pass. Another, oh, this is a 6, so it's going to be backups, whoever we check. Could be offense, could be defense. 6. Another outside run. This against pass, though. Then it'll be Gilchrist. 54. H a run 2. It's a backup to H. Jake Medford a run 2. No. 1 yard short of first down. That's going to be a 5-yard run for Gilchrist. Second timeout for Houston. $1:30 left. Third and goal from the 1. Can they get the big goal line stand? This is going to be run expected. Another tendency check. So this is going to be a run defense. Whoops, I rolled the wrong one. Let's roll the right one. This was a 3. 5 on the tendency is going to be an inside run. Against run, it is going to be Artopius. So he is a D, but for his first 4 carries, he is a AAA on an inside run. So this is a chance for him to pound this home and put the 3rd rushing touchdown in the books for Arizona Desert. 45. Guard B, a run 2, no. Forced outside for a loss of 1. Artopius does not get the job done. Their final timeout taken. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 2. And Arizona Desert is going to play the percentages here and take the chip shot field goal from Chavez. This field goal would be, what are we on? The 2, we said. So add 7 is 9. A 19-yard attempt. He is rated A. So the only way he misses it is unusual result or maybe a 66 here. 43, that's up and good. 19-yarder. Takes it down to 1. Well, it would be 120. Wait, let's see. 115, but then I'm going to make this adjustment here. It's going to be 117 is going to be the time. That's how I do this. So 117. That's going to be a 26-0 halftime lead unless Texas Houston is able to make some kind of a quick drive down the field without any timeouts. So now we are going to kick it off. Oh boy, a short kick. 45 plus 6 is going to be 51. So that takes it down to the 14. Kick returner is 3. That will be Mikey Morales from the 14, and then oh boy, that's minus 10. So 16-yard return. All right, so okay, so from the 14 and then 16, that'll be a third at the 30. So not a bad start here for Texas Houston. This will be probable pass time. I gotta hope for some out of bounds rolls here, maybe just to put a field goal on the board. So pass. This was 8, so it's going to be a screen pass to Curry against a pass defense. Hoping for just safety here, maybe break one somehow. 45. NC a 2 pass. That's Mason Curry. He's the one that was targeted. No. Thrown away, incomplete. No exclamation mark. So that is an incompletion for McCracken. 2nd and 10. Starting to hear some rumblings of boos here in the Pizza Kingdom Stadium. as this is not shaped up. So this is the Tennessee. Again, it's going to be pass and screen again. This time to Morales against a pass defense. 42, quarterback a 2-pass. Hunter McCracken is not. Forced out of bounds after 6-yard gain. So complete. Down to 50 seconds left. That's going to be 3rd and 4 from the 36. But this little dink and dunk is not going to do the job. They really need some kind of a longer effort here. And this is going to be pass defense. And again, well, this is going to be a medium pass. This time to Morales. Against pass defense. And 15, he is a single A. That is incomplete. 40 seconds left, and they are gonna have to punt it, I think. They can't leave. Well, they aren't gonna want to leave in Arizona Desert in a chance at a field goal here. So they're just gonna punt away. 26 routine punt. -5 from average. That's 38 yards out of bounds. So that's 25 seconds left. And Hockett is going to take a knee. And that ends the first half. Well, that's a pretty interesting first half. We have these rankings here, and you would think that based on that this would be the opposite score of what we'd expect. But instead, Arizona Desert gets many breaks, doing very well through the air. They get a fumble return for a touchdown. They're also pounding it home when they get in close. Dakari Gilchrist, 16 carries already on the day, and he's primed to drive it home some more as we get to halftime here. It is 26-0, Arizona Desert on top. So I'm going to publish this as the first half. I will make the second half video a little later in the weekend, and drop any questions you have. When I make the next video, I will have like a halftime stats that I'm going to tally up here so that we can reset the game and play on from the third quarter to the end. So I don't know, maybe maybe number 3 can find a way to get the rolls going their way again, but so far it has been all Zolos here from Pizza Kingdom Stadium in Houston. The home crowd heading for the concession stands, looking for some more beer, hoping that their team can turn it around in the second half.